Hello, everyone. If you just watched my other live, I learned something fun. Apparently, I cannot take myself out of the screen to make everything bigger for you guys, or you can't hear me if I do. So, welcome back. If you're checking this out again, I'm just going to totally redo this because I had a lot of valuable information that I was talking about on there that you did not get to hear, unfortunately. So you live and you learn, right? Especially with technology, especially when it's me. Anyways, okay. So going over this again, I am just giving you an update on absorption rates, what that means, what's happening this month, what happened in July, and I have another chart at the end to show you that unfortunately will be pretty small, but that's okay. We're going to roll with it. So I am going to bring up July's. So you can see here we have August absorption rates, July absorption rates. And what absorption rates are, what that means is if we take all of the current active inventory on the market in any price category and we were to clearance it off, how long would it take to sell? That's what gives us the months of absorption rates. So if you look here, our 120 and under is at, let's see here, 4 months now. It used to be at 3 months, July, for July's absorption rates. And each of these goes back a year. So August to August a year ago, July to July a year ago. That's where we're getting the data pulled from the MLS. Okay. And then if we look at 120 to 140, that is down to 1 month, which that's crazy. So we went from 3 months worth of inventory to 1 month worth of inventory, just like that. So if you are in 120 to 140, now's probably a really good time to list your home. We don't have any inventory in that category. 140 to 160, that was at 2 months. That went down to 1 month. So same thing. If you're in that category, also a good time to sell. Moving up to our 160 to 180, that one, we did tick up a month. So a few people probably listed, and that's what caused that, would be my guess. And then we start staying the same from 180 to 200. We're at 2 months. 200 to 250, 3 months still, 4 months still for our next price point. That stays the same all the way until we hit 400 to 500,000. Okay, you guys, that is pretty cool. 400 to 500,000 went from 6 months down to 4 months. So if you are just below luxury, which luxury in our area is 500,000 and over for Fargo, Moorhead, and area, that's what we classify it as. So if that's where you're at and you're thinking about selling, getting something different, interest rates are super. You are in a seller's market for the first time in a very long time. It still isn't going to sell overnight, probably. Maybe it will. But you are in a really good position to try to sell right now if you are in that price point. And moving into luxury too, that ticked down a month as well. So 500,000 and over, you are in another good position to get your property sold and move on to whatever you want to do next. I know I've said this before, but last year we had 18 months worth of inventory for luxury, and now we're down to 11. So that's pretty great. Okay, moving right along. I'm going to bring this up. So this is going to be a little bit hard for you to read, really hard for me to read. So sorry for getting up, new girl. So our 120 and under, there is 3 months worth of inventory versus 4 when you take out that new construction. Really not sure what new construction is going for under 120, but there must have been something. And then we stay at low inventory all the way through. It's pretty similar until we get into our luxury. And a couple of these do tick down just like a month. So when you're selling under that, $300,000 mark, if you're not the new construction, you're going to move a little bit faster. And a lot of that has to do with new construction has specials. So if it's listed at 200, it's probably actually a payment that's closer to 230 or 250, depending on the area. So that makes sense. Coming down into our luxury, that one does tick up 3 months. So if you are not new construction and you're trying to sell in that luxury price point, it's going to be just a little bit higher. And that makes sense though, right? Because when you have the budget for a luxury property, the chances are you might just want to go out and build and make it everything you want. With that being said, no matter if you're at 250,000 or 2 million, you are going to get more bang for your buck when you buy existing, just because the cost to build goes up, lot costs go up, everything goes up. With that being said, you're probably going to want to put some money into customizing that existing property and making it your own. But no matter what price point you're at, that is true for all. Yeah, that pretty much does it. So I hope that you found this useful. I learned not to take myself off the screen anymore. You guys won't be able to hear me. So if you did find this useful, please let me know in the comments below, okay? I would love that. And if you are looking for other ways to connect with me, you can see them all here. These are all of the different social media platforms that I am on. The vast majority are amber.realtor. A few are ACarlton Realtor. So I hope you found this useful. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. And if you are watching locally, I hope you stay dry. Weather has been weird. Bye now.